pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball. Grant Lynch does it again and stays perfect for the 2008 season. 48 for 48 in save opportunities, and let the city celebrate.
Aloha and hello out there, everybody. What's going on? This is Miho with the Too Close to Call podcast series, joined, as always, with my co-host Pags, and this is the Phillies Phanatics series.
You know what? You're coming way too happily in here.
I'm almost like a robot when it comes to the
I'm wearing
entrance.
this fucking Phillies shirt right now, and I want to burn it.
Yeah, dude.
I hate this team.
Unbelievable.
They
Not
stink.
the best 72 hours.
They stink.
This weekend, dude. They just... What the heck? All right.
The Braves are so much better than us, it's not even funny.
I know, man. Like, what happened? Are we not as good as we thought we were? Or are they better than we thought we were? Like, what's going on? My mother-in-law basically came to me and was like, are we bad or are they good?
They're good.
You think
They're
it's more...
good. They're a very good team.
Okay.
Yes. I don't think our pitching is anywhere close
No.
to what they are.
No, not at all.
I mean, they are good.
Our pitching's embarrassing.
Our pitching really bad.
Really bad, dude.
And I think that stems to the whole entire team then.
It has to.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have starting pitchers going 4 or 5 innings tops, what was it the other day? Velasquez, I think, went 5 2/3, and everybody thought it was like the best start of his career.
Right.
And we're like, didn't even qualify for a quality start,
Yeah.
people. What
Yeah.
are we talking about?
Well, here's the thing. Good teams win games 2-1, 3-1. They win games like that. With our pitching, you have to win 9-4, 10-6, games like that. And you can't expect a lineup to do that every.
You're right, dude.
week.
Basically, it comes down to is good teams can win anyway,
Yeah, and we can't.
and the Phillies can't.
No.
They got one formula,
Yes.
and that's out hitting the other team.
Yes.
And it's not a good formula when you can't hit.
And your ballpark is Citizens Bank Ballpark, where
Dude,
the ball flies.
why well, the Phillies don't hit as well as everybody else who comes in? I don't get it. Oh, man. All right, so dive into some games here, as we always do. Friday night, Arrieta on the mound. Like I mentioned in the previous pod, dude, we got Arrieta, Eflin, Nola. Those are the three, if you could write them in for the Phils, that
Yeah.
you want running out there. And it showed you. It's nowhere near good enough.
No.
I mean, right now we have Aaron Nola and 4 nobodies.
Yes.
You can't expect to win any of those games, and that just wears on a team. If literally 5 out of the 7 days you're showing up going, oh, man, we better hit the hell out of the ball. We're going to have no shot today.
And then by the 5th inning, you're down 5-0, and it's like, well, this game's over.
Well, it was 2-0, and then I think it was 4-0, 5-0, 7-1. Like, and it just really wasn't a competitive game at all, man.
No.
And the Braves coming in, not playing well. The Phillies playing well. You would have thought that they would just have put up some sort of a fight, dude, and there was nothing.
Nothing. And it's starting to show, yes, this team's resilient with all the injuries and everything they are battling, but they're just not good enough. And they're at the point where they're not good enough
Okay, not
to
good
want to
enough
make
to
a
do
trade
what?
to win this division.
To win the division.
They might be able
Okay.
to win the wild card. I don't think that is out of the question, but they can't beat the Braves ever
Okay,
since
so-
week 1.
Going off of that thought and mentality, you then briefly touched on the trade deadline.
Yeah.
That would mean that, A, the person you're getting has to be under team control,
For sure.
and you're also not going to give up your top prospects?
No, because you look at the Braves. Phil Bortz, our friend, Braves fan, he said yesterday he thinks the Braves could make a run to be 10, 11 years in a row champions.
That's a long time, no
based
matter
off
who the
of
hell
their-
you have.
Based
But
off
I
of all
give
their
him
things.
the 3 to 5.
Yeah, like
right
the Phillies in
Correct.
07 to 12.
10's a long time,
Their
Phil.
young crew is unbelievable, and ours looks like shit.
And we didn't want to pay Josh Donaldson
Mm-mm.
$15 million, I think it is.
Nope.
We don't want to pay Dallas Keuchel
Nope.
$13 million. I
Nope.
think it is. I saw a tweet the other day, Pags, and it pretty much blew my mind because it was spelling out all the different pitchers who have changed teams within the past 12 months or so. And the names were just names on names. You knew every one of them.
Yeah.
And basically said everybody going back the other way, it was either money or like top 20 prospects or below.
Right.
So prices that you're looking at going, why weren't the Phillies involved in this?
Yeah.
Like, why aren't we paying Charlie Morton after the Astros? Why aren't we paying Dallas Keuchel? Like, it's just money, guys. What are we doing here? What's the point? And that's what it gets to, because here's a stat for you that's going to make you feel real good.
Great.
About, Clentak, and even coming into this year with, let's run out this pitching staff one more year to see what happens. Okay, you ready for this?
Hit me.
Are you sitting down?
Yes.
Are you laying down?
I'm lounging.
Good, because that's where you need to be.
I got my Philly shirt on, too, so it'll make me worse.
111 different pitchers have at least 50 games started in the past 3 years. Okay? Nick Pivetta is 106 in ERA. Zach Eflin is 93rd. And Vince Velasquez is 94th.
Ugh.
We have 3 out of the bottom 20 in all of baseball.
And that's where we were running out this year.
They're going to take a step forward. They've shown a lot of promise. This is good. Yeah, we shouldn't make any moves. We don't need to pay Keuchel. We got Pivetta. He's clearly ready.
So essentially what you're telling me is, because I remember the preseason, everything leading up, if you're a sports analyst, you could throw shit against the wall, and sometimes it sticks, sometimes it doesn't. Because Nick Pivetta was supposed to be a stud this year.
Dude, it just gets back to that football conversation we have all the time of spring training's worthless.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy looked tremendous, lit it
Yeah.
up, but you're facing AAA guys, AA guys, and the pros who know they're on the team don't want to be there.
Right.
So they're trying to get timing down, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And it just hasn't crossed over, dude. And literally, we moved Pivetta to the bullpen. That was the last straw. We moved Vince there, but then we had to move it back because of injuries. And Eflin, apparently after these most recent starts, Saturday included, where he got lit up again, Pags, he's feeling a little heavy.
Yes.
His body is just wearing down. And, okay, so put on my diplomacy hat here. 20% of that justified, because these guys are coming up on innings thresholds that they haven't exceeded in their careers.
Right.
I mean, Zach Eflin has never pitched a 162-game season because of his knees or his back or whatever. And he may be running out of gas.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can't be running out of gas.
No.
At the end of
You're
July,
a professional player.
we're trying to come to a pennant race.
Right. And the classic Phillies move, I feel like this is same song and dance every freaking series. They either win game 1 and then we have high hopes and then they hit 2 losses, or they get clobbered in 2 games and then Nola comes off on a Sunday and wins the game.
He's the only one, dude.
Yeah.
He's the only guy when you take them out. It's like, okay, we may win today. And he has been the last month or so. Even yesterday, he did give up a handful of runs late. The Phillies were up big, so he was pounding the strike zone, staying ahead and doing what he should.
Right.
Give up a long ball or 2. That's 2019 baseball, man. People are hitting pop-ups out of the park. So, you can't just limit everybody to 1 or 2 runs. And if you're up 7-1, you're going to pitch differently than if the game's 3-1.
Here you go. This stat line is one stat line we thought we would see a lot this year.
Okay.
And it showed up yesterday, but when's the last time you heard this? Harper homers, Hoskins homers, Realmuto homers in a game.
I was going to say, has it happened yet this year?
I don't think so.
Where all 3 of them
I've seen Hoskins and Harper do it. I don't know about Realmuto.
It's unbelievable, man. His was a grand slam, really the difference maker.
Yeah.
It took it from 2-0 to 6-0 on a 3-2 pitch with 2 outs.
Yeah.
So it was really one of the first big hits they've gotten in a big situation in a long time, and that's really the difference, man. I mean, if he hits a ground ball there and rolls out, it's 2-0, you got a baseball game.
Yeah.
You pop one, it's 6-2, all of a sudden Atlanta, it's getaway day, it's hot, we've won 2 out of 3 already. Okay, let's keep trying, but you're not going to get, the best of the best from everyone.
With honors.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Is Adam Hazley a player? Because I've been seeing him pop up in these box scores.
So he hit another home run,
Mm-hmm.
hit it to center field, snuck it right in between the wall and left center. Hazley's a player, dude. He's a solid big league guy. He's here early. He should be in AAA right now.
Yeah.
He should be in the minors still. He's here due to injuries and whatnot, and you can't fault the kid. He seems to be getting more and more comfortable.
Yeah.
The first couple weeks, there was a lot of tentative swings, a lot of, I just don't want to strike out 3 times tonight,
Right.
and if I make contact, I'll get some singles, and I just don't want to embarrass myself. was more the mentality, I think. And I mean, rightfully so, I guess. I don't know what the fuck my mentality would be the first
No
time
idea.
I get to. You would want to think that you'd act like you're the shiz, but, it's all different type of thing. And now that he's kind of become comfortable, and unfortunately, there was that week or two there where I think he tweaked a hammy or a calf or something and had to sit down, and now coming back, he's starting to play again more every day, get a little more comfortable. And the kid's an athlete, to say the least. I mean, I got no problem with him out there right now with where they're at with roster construction and other options in the minors and just getting guys reps.
Yeah.
And personally, I would take Hazley over Nick Williams at this point if you had to pick one or the other in regards to trade talks and things like that.
And that's what you get back to with this team, because when this team started, you had the whole pitching thing. That's not an excuse.
We need arms.
You had a solid bullpen with a bunch of names that were going to throw.
On paper.
That's what I'm saying. But then you also went into thinking, okay, we got Odubel, we got McCutchen. They can spill each other when they need to. And then you got Harper. And then all of a sudden, boom, McCutchen's gone. Herrera's gone all in a week notice there, and it's like, oh my God, this team's not a playoff team.
So offensively, I think it's a matter of players with the potential that we've already seen before. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We've seen Real Muto be the best catcher in baseball.
Yes.
We've seen Bryce Harper win the MVP.
Yes.
They're just not performing to those levels.
Right.
But it's been done.
Yes.
The pitching staff was all promise.
Yes.
All potential. We have not seen any of these guys truly dominate. Maybe Eflin during a month's time. Last June, I think he had a run of 4-0 with like a 1 ERA or something. But over the course of a season, none of these individuals have said anything or shown anything of, I'm going to have a 3 ERA this year and go 15-10.
Other than Nola.
Exactly. And Arrieta is a 4 or a 5. He's still an MLB pitcher.
Yeah.
But he's not your number 2 who's going to carry your guys.
Right.
So you need 3 arms in the rotation. And you can't do that in a week with the trade deadline.
No.
So that's where you almost have to start looking at your 2020 roster construction, because the Atlanta Braves have showed you they're not going anywhere.
No.
That's the team.
Yeah.
Put them at the top.
Yeah.
We got to beat these guys.
Yeah.
This is the same.
And the Nationals aren't going anywhere either.
They're going to lose a couple pieces even after this year. They got to pay some guys, but they're going to have the rotation that's going to keep them there,
right,
because that's what happens. Oh, you don't hit, you struggle. Well, you're still running out Strasburg and Scherzer and Corbin for years to come.
Yes.
And in a 3-game set, I don't want to face
3
those guys. You know what I mean? So it's just frustrating, because everybody they're talking about at this deadline too, I don't know if there's a difference maker.
Right.
But when it comes to free agent pitchers, there's not many that are difference makers beyond the ones that you're going to have to pay $100, $150, $200 million. They're in a tough spot.
Right. Yeah, that doesn't make me feel optimistic about things to come, but I think what you said, going back to the trade deadline, if you could find somebody that you can have for 2-3 years, that's the move you make. Try to make the wild card this year, because we've seen it. We're not winning this division.
Who are your untouchables on this roster? Are there any of them in regards to like prospects and trades? Obviously, Harper, Real Muto, they're not going anywhere, but you're thinking Hazley, Williams,
Medina,
Pivetta, Velasquez, Roman Quinn, these AAA guys, Spencer Howard, Alec Baum, Mickey Moniak, all first-round picks.
Those guys are all, I get rid of all those guys. I don't care.
You don't think about any of them. So the only 2 are Baum and Spencer Howard.
Baum, yeah.
Baum, a former first-rounder who is a power third baseman, is going to be the third baseman next year.
Right.
So you're going to see him. And Spencer Howard is a rising arm, former second-rounder out of Cal State Fullerton, who since he's been healthy, had a little bit of an elbow this year, but since he's been back, has rose quickly and actually made his Double-A debut last week and dominated again. Struck out like 6 of the first 8. So that guy's going to be ready sooner than later. And you may even see those guys in September, depending on where everybody's at in the race or whatnot. But everybody else seems to at least be in conversation. Now, granted, untouchable is a conversation. Nobody's truly untouchable if somebody were come to you and say, hey, we're going to give these guys. But that's not how it works at the deadline. So truly, I think that it's going to be somebody like Hazley, Medina, and Moniak. I think those 3, or a combination of 2 of those 3, would probably get it done. For a lot of the names we've talked about, such as like Matthew Boyd, Robbie Ray, Bauer, another one. Oh, my God. How about him throwing the ball into center field? Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't want anything to do with that guy. The only guy I'm going after is Robbie Ray because I don't think Boyd's as good as the prospects you're going to have to give up. Greinke doesn't want to come here. Again, Mike Minor, I think they're going to be outbid for. Bumgarner's not going anywhere. Stroman went to the Mets. Syndergaard's not coming here, and that leaves Greinke and Ray. And Ray's really the only one, man. And that's where it just gets tough because there isn't any like, oh, we'll just sign this guy, or this guy's going to be a free agent. Yeah. And then, we'll trade for this guy during the offseason. There's just no quick fixes here, dude. And honestly, that crystal ball is real murky, dude.
It is.
It's bad.
Oof. Ever since May, we've had this turmoil with this team, and it never seems to go away.
So you know what, Pags? Here's what I'm going to do these last couple of minutes. We're going to flip the script.
Oh.
We're going to be positive.
Woo! Go Phils.
Game or two out of the wild card.
Hell yeah.
Right there. Haven't
Playing
made
the Giants
playoffs
this weekend
since 2011. Why not make the wild card? Get in. They got the Giants. They got some other middling teams coming up, dude. In all honesty, the schedule does get a little bit lighter coming up here in August. Now, you don't have that second trade deadline, so it is going to be, hey, here's the squad. Let's go. You got 50, 60 games left to ball, man. I mean, we saw the Braves go from, 6 back to 3 up in a matter of a month? Now, I'm not saying you're going to flip 9 games in a month. I'm just saying you get hot for 3 weeks there, and you can turn 5.5, 6 into 2 or 3, and then all of a sudden, you're there.
People are showing up to Citizens Bank.
I'll tell you what, man. They got a shot still for this wild card, and I truly am torn internally on whether or not I should be excited or disappointed about what's going on.
Well, I think a thing from a fan standpoint here is you got the Eagles coming up. Everybody's excited about that.
That's true.
So you got the Phillies kind of middling right now where you don't know if they're good or bad. Maybe that would help out that team. Pressure gets off a little bit and
a little energy in the city.
Maybe
they
get going,
I don't know, dude. It's going to be interesting to see. Couple of days till the deadline. I sure hope they make one move. I don't think it's going to be anything to write home about, dude. I really see like a Tanner Roark coming to town, dude. Like just for the rest of the year. That is. He's an upgrade. He's used to throw for the Nationals.
Oh yeah, yes,
now he's in Cincinnati. Maybe Yasiel Puig.
Oh hell yeah!
For the rest of the year.
Cones, bring them in.
Let's go, Bobby. You look like this. You don't wear a shirt.
Can he wear the sleeveless jersey?
That's a flashback to the Jason West interview we did. So that was a hell of a story playing with Yasiel. But we'll keep you posted. We got 3 days here till the deadline. A series with the Giants. There may be some changes by the next time we talk to you.
There may be, and we will come to you with all of it. So go Phils, stay positive, everybody.
Positivity.
And if you're not positive, call in and tell us why if we missed some of it. But
I'm down.
We will catch you guys on the flip side. Later.
Peace.
The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball. Brad Lynch does it again and stays perfect for the 2008 season. 48 for 48 in save opportunities, and let the city celebrate.